Hi everybody, Beth Bennett from Nestled Feathers here again. That's our business card, our logo. You might notice us from Etsy.com. Just wanted to do a more proper video for you and me. Hi, nice to meet you. Thought I'd get you up on a stand and me in a chair and a whole lot more stability going on with this new video. Like the first one while you can, because it probably won't be up for long. It was pretty rough. So in the first video, I briefly mentioned what I was up to, and I have an acrylic pour here that I'm not quite happy with, and I would love to transfer this beautiful photograph of my hydrangea blooms from a couple years ago onto it. So I watched a few videos and over the weekend, and went ahead and got started. So I got my coats all on there, and then I promptly forgot everything I watched on the video, apparently, because I ruined it. I had printed out two prints, always print two, printed out two prints, had the first one done, coated. What I did wrong was I put this whole piece into a tray of water to get it wet, thinking that that was going to speed up the process. Wasn't quite thinking it through. What it did was it ended up getting both sides wet. You don't want to do that. This is your emulsion. This is what's going to hold your image in that Mod Podge. So, watch the videos again. 3 coats. 4th coat, you're going to put some on your substrate, whatever it may be, a canvas, a piece of wood, a piece of glass, and you're going to also coat this. At least that's what I'm going to do. That's the one thing I noticed maybe that I'm doing different. Not sure. So I've gone ahead. I put 1 coat this way, 1 coat this way. Off camera, I'm going to do a 3rd coat. Once that is dry, we're going to come back and do the 4th coat together again. So, but before I did that, I do want to mention one other quick thing. We also did pours last weekend, and I have one that I'm quite happy with. Sorry for the nail on the chalkboard sound. I still have my push pins in the back of this because it's not been coated yet. But yeah, I was real happy with this one. Did a swipe, just had this kind of image in my head of cells and brown and green below and blue like as in sky above. Got some really nice cells. Ended up wanting some more wispiness to the sky area. So I drug a chain back and forth through a few times. Anyway, very happy with the results. Trying a new product out. We just got this in the mail. It's a big, nice 16-ounce container of top coat. Clear pouring top coat, by DecoArt, who also makes our other favorite, triple thick, which we have been using, but it is really thick. And we have been applying it with these big tongue depressors, and therefore going through quite a bit of it. So what I'm hoping is that this is going to be just a little bit thinner, and we can get some more of this kind of stuff going on to get that coat nice and smooth with no sticks or brushes involved. We'll see. There is one other one that I've tried recently, and I got just a little can, a little dented can, but I got this little dented can from my hardware store, and this is Varathane, water-based, ultimate polyurethane. I think they called it diamond finish when I saw it online, but anyway, I looked it up and got a little sample of it to try out, and I really was impressed. Let me just show you a quick example. Over here, underneath a gallon of new resin, we have some of our first pours, which are very nice. And this is the one that I wanted to tell you about that's coated in this Varathane. And I don't know if you can see it, but it is very nice and shiny. It really holds up well. I mean, I would definitely compare that to the triple thick as far as the sheen, the gloss. It is a little thinner though, and so the one thing I did notice different is that it kind of picked up some of the texture from the pour, so it's definitely going to need a second coat. But very happy with that as well. I have been using Varathane to finish canvases and painted pieces and decoupage pieces for years, and love it because it dries quick, and they say you can put 20 coats out on it, but you never really need it. It's very nice. Satin finish, even a couple of 2-3 coats, and it's got a nice soft sheen to it. But one other thing I do want to mention is that the substrate that we've been using is very thin. Don't know how if you can see this, but it's very thin MDF or there's going to be an edit there. The problem with using this substrate is that it cups just ever so slightly. So you're going to want to stick to something that's at least, I would say, these are probably, I want to say, a 1/4 inch thick. 1/2 inch. I would go 1/2 inch. Because these are all nice little pours, got some great texture to some of them. Very nice pours, but they're cupped, and now I don't know what I'm going to do with them. So, other than living under weights for the rest of their lives, I would suggest using a thicker substrate or sticking with your canvas, because I've had no problems with the canvas other than, I'm sure if you've been watching anything about acrylic pours, you know that you need to wet the backs of these. You know, I just have a little one of these mini Mister bottles, and I fill it with water, and I just go ahead and mist the back of that, let it dry. When you hear that nice drum tight sound, you know it's good to get poured on. However, I've also noticed that even with small canvases like this, you will get some sagging. If you are using a lot of paint, you're going to get some sagging in the middle. So I've also brought home some styrofoam pieces that I'm going to cut down to fit into the back, especially these smaller ones. They don't have the support bar in the back. And even with the larger ones, I think with a support bar, I mean, the support bar, as you can see, I don't know if you can see, I can see, there's little gaps down in there. And that's, that's all the sag you need to get a nice puddle instead of a nice smooth pour. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and pause that. We'll be covering this in another video. Today, I just wanted to get some more content out there. I felt really bad. I failed so poorly last weekend with trying to get anything done that I'm giving it another go. It's now Thursday of the next week. And I am fortunate enough to be working at home today, so I'm going to go ahead and pause this, get that third coat on here, let it dry, and when I'm ready for the fourth coat and applying it, we're going to get back in action. Okay? All right, we'll see you in a few.